Hey guys, what's going on? It's Margo Bermudez. Welcome to On the Mic, the show where we get real with people who have something to say. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that watched the pilot episode featuring the Very Done crew. If you haven't caught it yet, make sure to subscribe and follow our YouTube and Facebook page On the Mic. Hit that notification bell or click the link down below. So today is a very special and great episode too. We have a very good friend of mine, Tabitha. She is a bartender and entrepreneur. And of course, we got great music coming. We have Jason Dhakal and Lustbass. And of course, for the second episode, introducing bartender and entrepreneur, Tabitha with the fit.
Hello.
Tabs, thank you so much for being on our episode 2.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to do this.
With the show, one thing that we love doing the most, the goal of the show is really to feature all these creative artists that are doing new things.
Yeah. I know, you were just like, entrepreneur, and I was like, that's new.
That's me.
I love it.
I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, so we've been friends for a while, for years now.
Yeah.
I've known you since you were like teeny.
I know, since I was like
What you've become throughout the years.
Journey. I feel like a wise,
guru.
Let me give you some wisdom.
Yes.
No, actually, I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
I went to an all-girls Catholic school.
Yes.
And then for a period of time I was homeschooled for high school. And then after that, I decided to, travel for a bit just because I didn't really know what I wanted to do yet with my life, Like I didn't want to rush things. I'm just that type of person.
Figuring it out.
Yeah. I'm the type of person to just chill, I don't have a set agenda. No, this has to be here, or like this has to happen at this time.
Yeah.
I'm more of like wherever the
wind takes you.
Go with the motion of the ocean.
No, totally. I get that. Like to get to where you are, you kind of have to feel it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're just gonna disappoint yourself if it doesn't happen. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna save myself from that disappointment and just enjoy.
We talked previously about you took a gap year after high school.
Yeah.
In connection to you saying that you wanted to figure things out. So like tell us about that phase. Not everybody does it.
Yeah.
Filipino families are very like go high school, college, work, So it's very out of the normal.
That's actually one of the things I've noticed, like especially here in the Philippines. Teenagers, they don't really take gap years because it's very like, okay, once you're done with high school, diretso na college.
Exactly.
Like, and by the time you're in 4th year high school, you're applying na to colleges. Like it's just the norm.
Yeah.
Like, I was brought up like pretty liberated, I guess you can say. I got my first tattoo when I was 14.
14? Is it visible?
No, it's in my underboob.
Okay.
Remember, I studied in an all-girls Catholic school. Bawal
I didn't know that.
So,
okay.
Yeah, and like I got into like major trouble with my mom. Obviously, Helen, if you're watching this, I love you.
Tita Helen.
Yeah. So like ever since then, I was a pretty like not even rebellious, but more of like
free-spirited.
Yeah, free-spirited. Yeah. Like, and my mom, she's pretty lenient when it comes to me going out or whatever. Yeah. But of course, medyo pinush ko siya ng sobra-sobra. Okay, I'm gonna get a tattoo.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. So like. In that sense, I grew up pretty liberated. I could do whatever I wanted to do. That's when I had like an idea, because I'm European, I'm half European, and a lot of teenagers then in Europe, they take gap years. Like it's a normal thing for them to do. Yeah, and I decided to take a gap year, and I was talking to my uncle who lives in Australia. He was talking to me about my cousin Emil. Emil, if you're watching this, hello. Yeah, so Emil, he was working in Africa at the time, in Malawi, this country called Malawi, as a lawyer.
Yeah.
And he was, my uncle was talking to me about Africa, and I was just so, I don't know, like I was amazed. Like I was like, wow, like I want to go to Africa. Yeah. Like that's what I want to do.
And this is at how old? Like
I had just turned 18.
Okay, 18.
I had just turned 18. Like literally, when I graduated high school, I left Manila 2 days later. Like I couldn't even wait.
Yeah.
That's diba, I was homeschooled for high school. So nung graduation, hindi pa kasi tapos yung term ng mga homeschool people, but like they wanted us to march.
Okay.
Right? Tapos my mom didn't know this. I didn't tell her. I wanted to surprise her. Right? My mom didn't know that we weren't ending the same time as the normal students, like the regular students.
Right.
So like after I was like marching, I showed my diploma. Hindi siya naka-open, diba? Tapos pagbaba ko, I was just like, oh my gosh, mom, it's just a bond paper. Dude, and she freaked out. Dude, she was just like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, yun. I decided to go to Malawi.
Crazy. I think I'm just reacting this way because I'm Filipino and it's not a usual thing talaga na after high school you go to another country, and more so Africa. It's like a completely like you usually think I want to go to Africa to go to the safari and like do these things. It's a very usual thing, but not. So
well, definitely like from the start, that's my whole like idea of Africa. Like the only reason why I wanted to go was because the stories from my cousin was so interesting talaga, and also like ever since I was a kid, I was always watching National Geographic, all that like Shark Week, like I love that. So like
that adventure.
I know. So like I think that really sparked like the adventurous side of me. Like, oh, I have a chance to do this. So like why not? Like kung pwede, then just like grab life by the balls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this. And at first, I was really scared. Like, I was like, okay, like, there's so many what ifs kasi. Like, especially, it was my first time. It was my first time traveling alone. Like, well, I've been to Australia alone.
Exotic place as well.
Yeah, but I have family there. But that was my first time na mag-isa na lang talaga ako. Like, fuck. Right, let's do this. Like, and then once the ticket was booked and everything was set, I was just like, you can't back out now. No
turning back. The point of no return.
Exactly. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I was scared, but I just did it. And I think that point in my life really taught me na even if things scare you, you really have to like face things head on, because or else you're never gonna experience what you could like experience in the grand level, you know what I mean?
And I guess it's also like anything that scares you is usually that you're nervous about it because like you're excited about it.
Yeah, because
like,
it has the potential to change your life.
Correct, exactly. You told me briefly about what you did in Africa.
What I was a primary school teacher.
See, that's why I was like, what do you mean? When you told me over the phone, I was like, are you serious?
Dude, it's so random.
Interesting though, that's great. Like it would maybe some people would think that, oh, she's going there to like have fun or whatever, or go on an adventure, but it was more like to actually be part of that community. So
yeah, it was amazing. It was a very amazing experience for me. So I was there for about 10 months. Okay. I was working as like a primary school teacher, like standard 1. So I was teaching math. Like, can you believe it? Me teaching math. Basic math lang naman, guys. Come on. So
nothing complex, huh?
Yeah. So math, art, what do you call this? English. So it's just a pretty like basic stuff. But I was living with them like in their community as well. We were 8 hours away from the city of Blantyre. Yeah, so it was really like in the middle of nowhere. Like wala talaga kaming kuryente for 4 days.
Talaga? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's like stranded somewhere.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Yeah,
but nice.
And at first, well, when I was 18, I was super like, I need Wi-Fi, I need social media, like, how am I gonna
connect with my friends?
Exactly. But then, like, at first, siguro first 2 or 3 weeks, I was really just like going everywhere trying to find signal, But then, like, I realized, what's the point? Like, I'm spending most of my day trying to reconnect with my friends and like catch up with my friends back in Manila when I should be living my life here.
Right.
So like, I moved into the community 8 hours away from the city and we were living right by the lake.
Yeah.
And like it really taught me to live in the moment talaga. Like social media is not everything. Like
it isn't.
Life happens once you put your phone down sometimes.
That's
like
true.
You have to be present.
Exactly.
And I think with this whole quarantine thing going on right now, like it really
kind of pushed everybody also. Actually, kind of pushed everybody to kind of have time for themselves,
Yeah.
but also be super on social media. It's like a whole,
that's the thing. Like
that whole spectrum.
Yeah, that's what really like blew my mind. Is like people now, like they have a choice. Like they have the capacity to be online, go on Netflix, whatever. That's your
Yes.
choice. But then you also have the choice to what do you call this? Live in whatever moment that you live in. Do whatever passion you want to do in the comfort of your
And
own
like
home.
actually focus on that.
Yeah.
I think like that's what a lot of people experience during the lockdown and everything, right? So
Yeah.
creating that new stuff, and
Yeah.
such as what you've been
Oh,
doing and what
yeah.
we've been doing as well. You went to Africa from high school. You took a gap year. Africa,
Crazy time of
crazy,
my life.
great but crazy, interesting. And then you went back to Manila.
Yeah, I went back to Manila mainly because, okay, so side story, I got malaria in Africa.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
It's part of the experience.
It really is. Like
You must.
that's what all of the volunteers say anyway, is like, you know, like the culture clash talaga. Like I know you can get malaria in the Philippines too. Like there's
Yeah.
some parts of the Philippines you
Of
can
course.
get malaria. But like the moment when I tell people here, they're just like, what? You know, like that's crazy. And I was like, it is really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But also like just knowing that I could have gotten that here if I were traveling around here too, you know.
So might as well get it there.
No, it's just like it was just a crazy experience. Like I got it when because it triggers in cold weather.
Okay.
So during the summer vacation for the kids, I was teaching. I went to Ireland to visit my sister because my sister lives in Ireland now.
Yes.
Kirsten.
Kirsten. Yes.
Yeah. So I went to visit Kirsten, and then my malaria triggered in the plane.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I was like shivering, and I was just like, this is not normal.
This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, so I was just like, the moment I got there, I told my sister, you have to bring me to the hospital.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. And my sister was just like, you're just overreacting.
You're just
and I was
tired.
just like, that's hella Pinoy. That's hella Pinoy.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Just sleep.
Dude, yun yung nangyari, and I was just like, wow, you sound so much like mom right now.
Okay.
And then, so a couple of days passed, and it got worse and worse, and I was just like, Kristen, you have to bring me to the hospital. I'm going to die. Like I was just like, you know. And then I went to the hospital, telling the nurse like, please get me a malaria test.
Specifically this one.
because I felt like I already knew what it was.
Right.
And then she just laughed at me and just like, there's no malaria in Ireland. And I was just like, you don't understand.
Came from
You're
Africa.
from Africa. Yeah, stuff like that. It's just really crazy, you know. And I was
Crazy experiences.
yeah, and like just like the culture, I guess, because I was living with European volunteers as well, like probably around my age or a little bit older. And like when I first got there, syempre, I come from the Philippines. So marunong ako kumain with my hands and everything. Like, you know, I go to the islands, you know, I spend a lot of time with the locals and stuff like that. So I really love the Filipino culture. In Africa, they also eat with their hands. When I first like spent time with them, like around in the community, like we had like a big like dinner with all of the villagers. So sarap na sarap yung kain ko because I was eating with my hands, right? And the other volunteers were just like, how are you doing this?
How are you being so natural right now?
Yeah, like this is your fourth day here. Like, how are you so good at that? And I was just like, girl, I come from the Philippines.
We do this all the time.
I know. So I was like,
this is second
them.
nature.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things that are very similar to the Philippines. In one point or like another, it still kind of felt like home to me.
Right.
Yeah.
In some ways, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. Like,
It was a great
so interesting to hear about Africa and your adventure and your experience in such a young age, actually.
Yeah.
I love that. I love hearing when younger people just dive into something different. It's great. It's always like starting young, you know?
Yeah. It's amazing. Just like
that adventure, just diving into it. It's great. I'm so amazed.
You should go.
I'm with you. You will take me to eat with my hands with the villagers, but not get malaria, please.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so Tabs, tell us more about like how you started as a bartender.
When I was in high school, siguro, I was really like out there for the hustle. Like I really love like, you know, not making money, but I like to work, you know, I like to keep myself busy. So I used to work like as a promoter for those clubs
Which
back at the,
all of us have actually, that's how we all started.
yeah, I think so. That's how we all started. So like I was working as a promoter for these clubs and stuff. And then when I was in college now, after the whole Africa, I went to a club in BGC. I forgot now what it was, but I was there with my roommate.
Okay.
And I was in college, and then I met Marco, my boss right now, Marco. And then after that, like three months after that, I went to Poblacion for just like a couple of drinks with some friends, right? And we saw this like little hole in the wall type of shindig or whatever. And we walk in, and it's the old Kampai. Like,
which is like one of the very first bars in Poblacion actually.
Yeah.
Because on the other side pa.
Yeah, it's like OG Poblacion. Like back when Poblacion was really like, you know, just the usuals, you know.
Small neighborhood.
Yeah. So I had a couple of beers there, and then the moment I went up to Kampai, I saw Marco trying to figure out the POS.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, hey. And he was just like, oh, how are you? And he was asking me about my roommate and all that. And I was just like, what are you doing here? And then he told me that he like owned the place and all of that. And I was just like, that's really cool. I really, really like dig it. Like I dig the whole like Kampai vibe. Like it felt like a house,
Homey.
like a home. Yeah. So like he asked me like, hey, do you want to bartend? You know, because we're looking for another bartender, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, yes. I didn't even think about it. Like, I didn't even think that, I don't even know how to bartend.
Right.
You know, I was just like,
I'll learn it.
I know, I'll learn it.
I got it.
Yeah, because I was just like, all right, bartending, that sounds cool. Like, I always thought bartenders were fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I want to be that person giving that experience to other people, you know?
And I guess also like in Manila, like people aren't like what I said earlier, like people aren't used to seeing personal friends they know behind the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that personally, like what you said, Old Kampai was that only bar that we had in Poblacion, that we had friends that who would actually work there. I think that kind of like created this whole idea and being more open into doing things apart from like serious jobs.
Exactly,
right?
You know, like that's what I love about it the most. Like we have Audrey back then in Kampai as
Shout out Audrey!
Hey. Yeah.
This time that you were working with Kampai as part-time, you were a part-time bartender. As you would go to school as well, fitting that into your schedule. How was that? How are you able to balance?
Well, it was difficult.
You have to go to the bar in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Then wake up in the morning. Like, that's
know.
not everybody could balance.
Oh, trust me, it was like not even I could do it. It was challenging because one, like, I need 10 hours of sleep to function in a day as a person, just because I'm like a little ball of energy.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. It's just like the responsibility. You know, you have to get here on time. You have to set up on time. And you know, like coming from Taft, you know, there's so much traffic and all of that. So you have to put all of these small things into the equation. It's super rewarding naman at the end, but like balancing that with school really like just helped me manage my time better, I guess. Like, and my friends would definitely understand when I was like, oh, I can't come out tonight or whatever, because they know that I'm working.
And I'm school.
Yeah,
it's so great. Like, I really love that. I wanted to talk about this because like I love how it shows that you don't need to be of age to do something different. You don't need to wait to finish school. You know, there are a lot of things that you could do now, especially now that a lot of students are doing online classes and now that they have more time to do other things. And I think that's like such an inspiration you could do, as long as you know how to manage your time and fit everything in that you want to do and the things that you have to do.
Yeah, definitely. You know? Like, time really is such a fickle thing, especially like sometimes I really get like super embedded in my phone. Parang I don't realize that like
5 hours ka na pala sa Instagram.
Oh, dude. Parang I was like, shit, man, what could I have done with those like 5 hours? And then like when I was like a student, a lot of other students would also go like, oh, I wish I had time to draw or to paint or whatever. And I was just like, dude, like I gave them like some piece of advice that I started doing, especially now during quarantine, is that, you know, you build like small habits. Like you don't have to allot the entire day to paint. Like maybe just like, okay, first start with like 30 minutes
Right.
or like 25 minutes. And then just like gradually
Day by day.
Yeah.
It doesn't need
And,
to be like one whole day you need to do this, finish
Yeah,
that.
and
I
it's
think
like-
molding that growth into that craft,
and the
whatever.
beautiful thing about it is there's no fucking pressure, man. Like,
That's
there's
great. No,
pressure.
exactly. There's no pressure. It's really taking your time to do this. And it's great. Like, there's just so much more time. You know,
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
So, more into this bartending scene, what would you say for you as a bartender? Because you allowed yourself to be part of that industry. It's not easy. It's could be very difficult at times, especially now that you're not in school. Now it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Before lockdown. What would you say like a main goal of our bartender would be? Like,
Just for anyone in not even just in the bar industry, but also like entertainment or whatever,
Sure.
is to create an experience. Half of being what a bartender is not just creating a drink, it's creating the experience and getting to know who you're serving.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a quiet night, conversing with the people you're serving, then it makes the drink that you serve more special. If they ask for, oh, can I get a special cocktail? Like, can you whip me up something like special or
Yeah.
whatever? So that creative capacity is all up to you to express like what you think this person would like.
you know, when you're like anything else, like any craft that you're into, you usually pick up experiences, little experiences, and then it becomes this thing that eventually becomes your thing. A bartender, and now that you're an entrepreneur, now comes in my favorite topic. This is exactly why On the Mic brought you in, because you are one of those people that have pivoted into this situation, and now that you're creating something new.
Yeah.
So you have created your brand Tipsy Tabs.
Yeah.
How did that start? And what is Tipsy Tabs? What's the story behind it?
Okay, so Tipsy Tabs, it was kind of just like a brain fart.
Okay.
It was already quarantine, and I was in bed one night, and I was just like, I think I might just do it, you know? Like, I had this idea of starting something like a while back.
Okay.
I didn't really exactly have like a full grasp on the concept, but I knew I wanted to start something.
Yes.
Right? So it's been on my mind just because, like, you know, I have this hustler spirit, I guess.
Okay.
I'm always just like, you know, I want to do something. And so during quarantine, I wanted to like bring the experiences of bars to the comfort of people's homes.
Yes.
Yun nga, I was saying a while ago, like while I was bartending, so many times I've been hearing people tell me na, oh, I wish I could do that. Like, I wish I could make a drink like that, you know? And I'm just like, you can.
You can. No, I totally get it. I think it's that when I go to a bar, what I love watching is them make the drink. Kasi nga, I feel like I can't make it. And it's so cool, like they do that whole thing.
Yeah.
Which she will be showing us later. So yeah, I get it. Like Tipsy Tabs, taking it home, allowing these people to creatively make their own cocktail or
Yeah.
pick their cocktail
Yeah.
from your kits. Tell us more about like how Tipsy Tabs works.
It's a kit
Okay.
that comes with your spirit, your syrup, your sour ingredient, and your
Okay.
garnishes and all that.
Okay, so Tabs, before we continue into Tipsy Tabs, I ordered lunch from Albert's Pizzeria. You know, in the show, we always like to promote different restaurants, different brands.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, we're paying in a different way. We're paying through this new app called Laika. It's been around for a couple of months now. A lot of people have been using it. So it's basically like, imagine Instagram. When you use Instagram, you like and you comment and post and everything, but you don't really get anything out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes straight to you, right?
Ego.
But with Laika, it's a social media app as well, that each move you make, each click, each like, each comment, post, you get gems out of it. And with these gems, you could actually spend that a certain amount for anything at all, like a meal. They also have products that you could buy, like it's like a online shop for food, anything at all. We're doing that today. We're paying
Nice.
our lunch with Laika Gems, Albert's Pizza.
It's like real money.
It is like real money. It's like any move you make, you're not.
That's amazing.
You could
I've heard of this app, though.
You could also buy gems and then use the app. It's really like a cashless method, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of countries have been doing that,
That's
and I think it's
amazing.
great that the Philippines is now tapping into this kind of new method of paying. Like you don't have to touch cash.
I know.
We're very
That's so important now.
Yeah, we're very sensitive to that kind of situation now. So with Laika and Laika Gems, you could do that now easily. With just like,
Perfect.
So all you gotta do is simply just pick your merchant, which they have 4,000 merchants. It's in a couple of months. Imagine that. From like Wolfgang to Alberts to like very expensive restaurants down to like kiosks. You could buy anything.
Very inclusive.
Yes, and the great thing about this, what I love, and I think that excites people also, the amount of gems you have could also be converted into cash.
Oh wow.
Yes.
What?
So you could send, let's say if you have 5,000 gems, you could convert that and then directly send it to your bank account.
Wow.
With the app.
And
Simple.
you get this by just like liking and just commenting.
So if you spend just on it or whatever.
That's
Like I
amazing.
said, you could also buy the gems to kind of like store it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. So with
That's
Alberts,
amazing.
we're just gonna type in Alberts Pizza.
It's pizza
And
time.
then it's pizza time. And then key in the amount. So that's this amount.
Wow.
And then just press send. That's it.
That's
You
amazing.
can also go to the stores. They also do dine-in. That's
And you
it.
can pay through your
Simple.
like
Very simple.
That's amazing.
Yeah, any amount down to the last cent.
Wow.
No change whatsoever. That's really cool.
That's
So
so
yeah, thank you Laika for that. So going back to Tipsy Tabs, you created a kit for us.
Yes, I
on the
did.
mic kit, I believe.
I have it
Okay, cool.
here, right over here. So this is what the box looks like.
Okay.
Got my logo over there.
So tell us more about this drink, Noise Complaint. What is the story behind this?
Oh, okay. So the story behind
Feels like a bad story. Bad
well,
turned good.
it depends on your perspective,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
But I could actually just read to you guys what is in the card.
Sure, or just like briefly tell me about like that story.
Okay. What do you call this? Recently, during the quarantine, my girlfriend and I moved to Bel Air.
Okay.
So once we got everything settled and everything was okay, we invited her siblings over to have like a small gathering.
Okay.
And then, so we were having drinks and we were playing video games and we ended up like getting super drunk and singing like corny songs from the 2000s.
Okay.
Right? We were loud, we were so loud. And we had just moved in, right? And in my drunken state, I wanted to make a cocktail kasi wala kaming aircon sa living room. So
Okay.
sobrang init, diba?
Okay.
So like I wanted to make like a fizzy drink similar to like a gin Ricky, like
More like a refreshing drink.
yeah, like a gin like fizz or something
Yes.
like that. So this is like that's how I created this Noise Complaint cocktail when I was like pissed drunk and
love that.
super loud.
Your creative juices.
Yeah. The next morning, the other tenant rang her doorbell and was just like
Going
livid.
off. Yeah.
He was like going off like, you guys kept me up till 5 a.m. with your stupid singing. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Shit. But then like I realized like the reason why I named it Noise Complaint is because like for the first time in a long time, I actually felt like things were back to normal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
so
I,
you
like,
thought.
Yeah, and so I thought in a sense na parang something so small as a noise complaint when you're working behind the bar, like I never thought that I would miss it.
Right,
You know, it's like
right.
when he was complaining, I was like, oh my god, thank you.
I'm back.
I'm back. Yeah, but yeah.
What is the drink?
The drink is basically Tanqueray gin.
Okay.
A little bit of orgeat syrup.
Okay.
Lime juice, freshly squeezed lime juice, and lemon and lime soda.
All right.
Yeah, and then you garnish it with a little dehydrated lemon
Ooh.
for a little.
I missed that.
Yeah.
How does the kit work?
So the kit,
does it look?
this is actually a party kit. So usually my kits are made for 6 servings. per kit, but this one is actually 10 servings.
Ooh.
Ooh. So you know.
5 for me, 5 for you.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you guys wanna have like a family thing, but okay, 5 for me, 5 for you works.
That works, that's fine.
Yeah,
We're good.
so what you have here is all of the ingredients and then the instructions, obviously.
Okay.
But it does not include any bar tools. But
Yes.
you know, you could use things around your house. The concept of this Tipsy Tabs is cocktails you can make at home that are not like so difficult.
Right.
You know, it's deconstructed.
Okay.
Like a lot of other bars are selling bottled cocktails already.
Mixed already.
Yeah, but my whole concept is that like I want them to experience making the drink themselves.
Okay.
And so,
Cool.
yeah, if ever that they made the drink into like whatever measurements I give them, and they think na, oh, they want to tweak it up a bit, or maybe they want to add something.
Add something.
Yeah,
to their
like,
own.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Like if they want to add like an ingredient from their pantry,
Yeah.
you could be your own bartender.
Yeah,
just
at home. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just really experimenting on that, like
Yeah.
to your taste. I like to
Exactly.
do that actually. Just put like random stuff in my
Me
drink.
too. Like not even with my drink, also with my food. Like
Yeah.
the amount of stuff I've just like thrown around kung wala akong-
Condiment.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I see what it looks
Yeah,
like?
definitely.
Okay,
There you
so I noticed how I mentioned earlier that it comes in this eco-friendly box, which is great. Like, you know, we're all about that kind of
Life.
vibe now. Yes, and that life. So we have this, like this is the gin, the Tanqueray. So it comes in a bottle, as well as like, you could reuse this,
Yeah,
use it for
exactly.
other things. I love that. I love getting packages that I could use. Like,
Same.
I put it in my garden and use this whole...
Yeah, and this one, like you can
you
put
have the
like your
smaller one?
spices in this.
Oh yeah,
and
I would
whatever.
totally use this.
Yeah, appreciate my effort naman,
Oh yeah.
guys.
There's a tag pa.
Yung tag na to, okay, I had to, okay, since it was quarantine.
Oh, this
I
is a
couldn't-
stamp, huh?
Yeah, it's a stamp. Like, I couldn't find, like, you know, and I don't have a printer at home. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just buy, like, a stamp pad. So it looks like,
ang super letter.
dude, the letter ko.
Oh, guys, the effort, huh?
It's made with love.
All right,
guys.
made with love. So we have the garnish. Cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this dehydrated lemon,
Yes.
you put it, basically dehydrate it for like about 12
All right.
hours.
And then it comes with your tonic.
yeah, not,
Is this
it's
soda?
not tonic,
Soda?
it's lemon and lime soda.
So I assume this is like less in sugar.
Yeah, it says
Okay.
no sugar,
no sugar, no carbs, and no calories. So
you know.
we like to try to keep right and light.
I know.
Okay.
I just like, because if you guys want to achieve that bombshell babe look.
Yeah.
No
Okay,
calories.
not to ruin the diet and everything. Okay, cool. I love this whole business that you created, which is very inspiring because like you just thought about it on your own.
Yeah, I was in
Out of,
bed
like,
and I was just
yeah.
like, you know what?
Out of something that you've already been doing. It's not far from that. Like
yeah.
pushing it further. And now you
Yeah.
have your own business and that's great, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how do people order it? Just online?
Yeah, so
Instagram?
basically I have a Facebook page, Tipsy Tabs PH, and a Instagram page as well at Tipsy Tabs PH. You can just shoot me just a message there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really friendly. I don't buy it, but yeah, I just order there, and then usually the lead time is just a day.
Right. So like the cool thing about this is also like Tipsy Tabs is not only like its own brand, it's also like a collaboration.
Yeah,
So meaning
yeah.
Tipsy Tabs could be customized according to anyone's. If it's my birthday, you could make a kit for me.
Yeah.
Or if there's a brand that wants to come in, you could make a kit for them, or like
Yeah.
an online event or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
really cool.
It comes with like the whole like theme. Like I'm very open to doing
Yeah.
like all of these collaborations.
Yes.
I'm doing this collaboration with Contro as well.
Yes.
Like we're doing a Contro series. I did the Pride kits
Yes.
actually because
Talking about Pride, happy Pride. Okay, so talking about Pride, I got that kit from InCircle, IC. He sent one to me, which is like, oh, she does this. This is exactly why I found out about
Yeah.
you collaborating with brands. Speaking about Pride, so you have a girlfriend,
Yes.
of course. And how did you guys? How did you create the Pride kit? Like, what is the?
Well, they actually reached out to me and they asked me about like what different kits I have.
Yeah.
So at that time I was only offering classic cocktails, like you know. And then he asked me like, "Is there something you could do for Pride?" And I was just like, "Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
I love it. Let's do it." Right? So I have this one classic cocktail that like it's very Sex and the City vibe, you know.
Okay.
And the story behind it has something to do with like the gay rights movement. I decided to offer that cocktail instead, and like you see like these fillers inside.
Ah, yes. When I got it was like rainbow fillers.
Yeah, so
I love that.
I got like a bunch of rainbow fillers and then organized it in that way, and then super fun. And they just like added whatever like they added into it.
It shows people that you could make anything like you want, right?
Definitely.
Creating anything from a former craft or doing something new and anything. So cool. Thank you so much. But now, my favorite part, you showed us the kit, and we will now move forward later on into you. I want you to teach me how to make a drink.
Of course.
Like, we love that. Again, thank you, Spirits Library, for having us. We're going to be using some of their bar tools and some of their books that they're actually selling, which is really cool. Because then you could get your Tipsy Tabs kit, and you could also get your Spirits Library bar tools, which is really cool.
If you wanna up your level of bartending game, you know.
All right, we're gonna move on to that. And of course, a lot of people have been waiting for this episode as well, because I think it features, of course, Tabitha Rice, very inspiring bartender and entrepreneur. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm actually blushing.
Yeah, and when we were planning this episode too, I told the team like, yo, we need to get like a fucking cool and dope performer, like someone that has that soul, man. You know what I mean? So, and now instantly, I've been bugging them for like a month now. It's like, I want to get Jason Dhakal, and we're gonna get Lustbass as well. So they're gonna be performing a special on the mic set for us in a bit. So tune in. For our very first live performer for On the Mic, singing a track from the album Love Sound. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jason Dhakal and Lustbass.
I can't seem to let you go. I'm not saying yes or no. You know there ain't no keeping this down low. Because I know this shit's gon' grow. I'ma just say goodnight. I'ma just end the night. 'Cause if I stay, I might lay with you under moonlight. Shit, maybe in an hour or so, yes. I'ma get a grab and go. You ask me if I wanna come by, chill around. Say you could turn my lost into found. Sorry, but you're on your own. Yeah. You see, I know you tryna fill me up, even when you try your love. Trust me, I don't give a fuck about what you do and how you love. All that I am thinking of is the feeling of your touch around me on a Sunday, maybe part of Monday. In the end, you know I'd rather just let go. I'ma just say goodnight. I'ma just end the night. Because if I stay, I might just lay with you wanna keep it real with you. I've never felt so unsure. You see, I've always been on my own, but maybe you are the cure. Your eyes, your thighs, your lips, your smile. Oh, I die, but fuck it, I'm just gonna say good night. Baby, I'ma just end the night. 'Cause if I stay, I might lay with you under moonlight. Thank you.
These are like one of my very favorite local artists. You know, we always support local businesses and local artists all the time. So of course, like welcoming into the set, we have soul singer and artist and producer Jason Dhakal and Lustbass. All right, cool. Yo, thank you so much for performing for us. This, you know, I've always waited for this moment. I'm like, I'm gonna get Jason and Alan. I'm gonna get Jason and Alan. The whole team has heard nothing, but yeah, we're gonna get Jason and Alan. So, thank you so much for coming in the show. You are doing new stuff now, promoting your new stuff. So,
doing a lot of music.
Yeah.
Working on a lot of things that I can't wait to show you.
Soon.
Yes.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of
things.
Yeah, I can't wait.
This is my album, Love Sound.
Yeah.
He produced like 3 songs in it.
Cool.
And yeah, other people, Crown.
Yes.
I'm it.
So, where can we find your album?
Anywhere, Spotify, Apple Music.
Everywhere.
YouTube,
Internet.
I think. Yeah, it's the internet.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
somewhere there.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so Lustbass.
What's up?
You produced a couple of things for Jason as well, and multiple artists, big artists.
I do have an EP out right now on
Hey.
exclusively on Bandcamp
All right.
because the proceeds go to Gabriella Women's
Oh,
Party.
nice. Okay.
They've been providing frontliners
Yes.
with PPEs
That's
and
great.
hygiene kits.
Yeah.
So
It's really great to know that you guys are working on things like that. So it's really cool. We have our pizza ready. We always love that good food here. So as we said earlier, we purchased this from our favorite new app, Laika. And this is from Albert's Pizza. So we have passed it on to you guys and to us. So let's see how that looks like. Oh, look at that. Cheesy. Yo, that looks hella cheesy. That's actually funny because Alan was saying that his girlfriend Inez, shout out Inez, is cousins with Albert. So it's so cool, yeah.
We gotta meet this Albert
We
guy.
must meet Albert. Albert's Pizza from Laika. Thank you so much. We are now on to our next segment, which is actually one of my soon-to-be favorite segments of On the Mic. It's called A Toast To. So Tabs, A Toast To is basically that segment where we ask somebody to help us make a drink, teach us how to make something new, and then we toast to that. Basically, just like talk about the things that we've been very grateful for and thankful for. So we're gonna do that after you teach me how to make the noise complaint.
Hey.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, I'm all for that.
Let's go.
Okay, so obviously first you put your ice in your glass just to
Okay.
chill your glass.
Yeah.
And then grab your shaker. So Spirits Library actually is selling all of these equipment,
Yeah.
shakers, jiggers, whatnot.
Cool. So they could actually buy your kit and also buy their bar tools here.
Yeah, so they have everything actually, even books. So if you want to read up on your drinks, you know, want to know the difference between gin and vodka,
To feel more professional.
yeah, you know, add that extra shebang.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's also like fun to make your drinks when you have like all these tools.
Oh,
you feel like
yeah.
a pro.
You know, it's so much fun.
Yeah. Okay. So what is this one?
So this is lime juice.
Okay.
So you added your 45 mils of gin,
Okay.
and then your lime juice is 15 ml as well. And then your orgeat.
What is this one? A syrup.
Yeah, it's syrups. This brand particularly, Jafard, they have a lot of different flavors. But this one's orgeat, and it's kind of like just the French word for almond.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Fancy,
Okay,
fancy.
cool.
Okay, and then now you want to fill up your shaker with some more ice.
This is to, like to extra chill your.
Yeah, and
Gin
just basically
syrup.
just to shake your cocktail so all of the particles are hugging each other.
Makes
Gonna-
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Like well blended.
Yeah, and so you
Nice.
shake it for about like 30 seconds or like 35 seconds.
30. 29.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Kasi-feel mo naman siya sa bones mo already, mate.
Really? Like, you feel like it gets frothy, I guess.
Yeah, like when I first started bartending, I could feel like my fingers literally sticking to the tin. But then now I'm manhid, so
You're used to it now.
yeah.
Cool. So this is the noise complaint, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then you grab your strainer.
Okay. Okay.
And then just
Ooh.
yeah, and then you grab your lemon lime soda.
Okay.
It comes with a kit.
It comes with a kit, but also like when you make it, this is like specifically lemon and lime.
Any soda, lemon and lime is basically just like the flavor
Extra
of the
flavor.
soda. Like something similar to that, this would probably be Sprite.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, the idea is with the kit you can create your own, right?
Yes.
And if you want to add like, okay, let's say you want to put tonic water instead, it's totally up to you.
Yeah.
So you just top it off with your lemon lime soda, and then give it a quick stir. And then add your garnish. So we're
I
gonna
love
be using
that. Nice.
the dehydrated
So this is from your
Boom.
kit.
Yeah, so
I
this
love
is
it.
the kit.
Cool. Okay, so we are now done with a noise complaint cocktail that Tabs made for us. So this is this available for?
Yes, this is available on my Instagram page,
Okay.
Tipsy Tabs PH, and on Facebook also, Tipsy Tabs.
Tipsy Tabs. Like I said, this is a toast to segment where we have a toast to the good things in life.
We are toasting to, of course, my new business that is flowering pretty well.
Yes.
Also to the good times that have yet to come, you know, after all of this. And yeah, cheers.
Live by the day.
Good seeing you
Cheers.
today, Marga.
Cheers.
to that.
Cheers to that. All right, this is so good. Thanks, Tabs, again for being a part of the show.
Thanks
You
for
know
having
that
me.
I'm so happy that you agreed to being a part of it.
Always,
So
always.
you know, I mean, cheers to the success of Tipsy Tabs. I know that it's gonna go further with more projects and collaborations.
Very
and
exciting
everything.
stuff to come.
Yes. Okay.
Also for you.
So this is the end of episode 2 with Tipsy Tabs and Tabitha Rice, as well as Jason Dhakal and Lustbass. Of course, Spirits Library for having us here. They have a lot of their bar tools up for grabs, and as well as the Tipsy Tabs kits. Also, thank you to Laika, Akimbo, and Phoenix.